Good evening. I'd like to call the Monday, November 8th, 2021 school board meeting to order. Lisa, will you please call the roll?
Inspector Arend,
Here.
Inspector Felton,
Here.
Inspector Walker,
Here.
Inspector Roche,
Here.
Inspector Weber,
Here.
Inspector Laliberty,
Here.
Chair Diaz.
Here.
That's 7 present at 6 o'clock.
Great. If we could all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great. So first up is approval of our meeting agenda and minutes. I'll ask for a motion to approve the regular board meeting agenda for Monday, November 8th, 2021, as well as the Committee of the Whole meeting minutes, October 25th, 2021, the school board meeting minutes, October 25th, 2021, the school board book study meeting minutes, October 25th, 2021, and the school board work session meeting minutes, November 3rd, 2021. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. And a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries. Thank you. And moving on to the quality in action and reports. Tonight we have Kaposia Education Center Principal Terry Britoy, and he'll be joined by his special education teacher, Rachel Hozu, and several students. So come on up. We're so excited.
Yeah, come on up, you guys. All right, so you guys just kind of hang out up here, and then we're going to kind of give you the microphone in just a second, okay? Because we're going to explain why we're here tonight. Now, you're at something tonight called Quality in Action, which means you're doing stuff at school that's really good stuff. That's what it means. And I was so impressed by what I heard going on in your room. And the project that we're going to talk about tonight, I wanted to share it with the whole South St. Paul community. So tonight we have 3 gentlemen here. They are 4th graders and 5th graders. And we have Miss Rachel Hozu right here. She is a special educator. And we have Lauren Foley right here. She is also a special educator. And they're going to explain to you this jaw-dropping opportunity that is being created, has been created, and we would like you to take part in part of this project tonight. Okay, so I know I've piqued your interest, and that's part of being a school of inquiry. So you're starting to think about what on earth is that guy talking about, right? Which I get that look quite a bit. And so, Rachel, if you could come up, Ms. Hozu, and explain to us the project, and then we're going to take a next step as a group, because this is a big night.
It is big.
It's a big night.
It is a big night. I don't know if I'm as tall as you. All right. Can you hear me? Perfect. So what we've been doing in our skills group is learning about jobs. And so we have brainstormed a snack cart that we're going to give out to teachers. And they did not just get this job. They have completed a cover letter. They completed a resume. And they also went through round 1 of interviews with Mr. Britoy and Mr. Riley. And they were able to, we brainstormed what would be on a cart, what would you want to sell. We did brainstorm spaghetti. That was one of them. It was high on there for a while. Spaghetti, I know you're still pushing for it. And so we talked about what would be on the cart, how would we get this. We're going to move into budgeting after this. So they did an amazing job of interviewing with an adult. I mean, that was kind of nerve-wracking, wasn't it? Or were you cool?
That was cool.
You were cool. And we prepped for that. We talked about how to greet someone, what is like handshakes, and prepared for questions on how to ask them and how to respond to them. So I'm amazingly proud of you all because you did something that's way out of your comfort zone and you crushed it. You did amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So, as Mrs. Hozu spoke about that, Mr. Riley and I were invited to take part in round 1, and we thought tonight it would be kind of nice that you took part in round 2. And so tonight, I don't even know they know it, but this is part of the interview. And we're hoping that by the end of the end of tonight, that we have our first 3 snack cart vendors at Kaposia. So would you guys be willing to help us out?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So what I'm going to do is have you ask one of the questions, and then all 3 kids will respond, and then someone can ask question number 2. Okay? All right, you guys ready for this? Okay, so Michael, you want to step up?
Yeah.
This is Michael.
Hi,
Wait for the first question, but
Hi,
yes.
Michael.
Hi.
Hi, I'm going to ask the first question. Why did you want to work on the snack cart?
Because it seemed like a good opportunity to work on the snack cart, giving out snacks to everybody.
Okay. Okay.
How about Angelo? Can you step up, Angelo? Angelo, you want to hear the question again? Could you repeat the question?
Can you repeat the question?
Sure. Why did you want to work on the snack cart?
Because I just want to help the teachers so they can have a snack break.
Really
nice.
lovely, lovely. And,
This is Junior.
hi, Junior.
Hi,
Hi, why did you want to work the snack cart?
because it sounds interesting and it sounds pretty helpful. So I was wondering if I can get the job because the snack cart job sounds really cool.
Excellent, excellent.
That's great, you guys. All right. I wonder if there's another question up there for these guys, okay? Angelo, you want to go first on this one? All right.
Angelo's first. Hi, Angelo.
Hi.
Hi. What qualities do you have that would make you a great snack cart employee?
I will always give them the food what they want. And they can have it for free.
He said.
We'll talk about the budget later. Okay, thank you.
Good job, Angelo. Somebody else want to step up and answer that question? Junior?
Junior next. Junior, what qualities do you have that would make you a great snack cart employee?
Well, I really don't know, but I know that I will be a really great one because I'm a really great person. And if I get hired for something, I know him to be a great worker.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good reasons.
That's a great
Thank you.
answer.
Well, I'm punctual, I'm trustworthy, and I'm loyal.
Punctual and
All right.
Oh,
Oh, my
very
gosh, you
nice.
guys. I tell you what, can we confer for just 1 second, please? Because many times when there's an interview, it's a long process, and then a group of people have to talk about, should we hire these people or should we just move on? So can you give me just 1 second? I'll be right back.
Okay.
I say
Thumbs up. Oh, yeah.
thumbs up. Yeah, totally hungry. Yeah.
Very nice answers. Nice job, Terry.
I tell you, this is a tough group, I tell you. After long, oh, you have one more question?
One more for Angelo. I have to say, one thing all great salespeople know, the first one's always free, and it gets them to come back in time after time. So knock that down. Knock that down.
Good move. Okay. Well, you know what? After long deliberation, I think we've made a decision. And I'm proud to announce you are the first 3 snack cart employees at Kaposia. Nice job, nice job. And to do that, yes, and to do that, you have your snack cart name tag that says your name on it individually, and we'll start to discuss when we start this snack cart operation, okay? So congratulations, you guys. Really appreciate it, okay? Looking forward to it. And you know what? It's probably unusual to give snacks to the interview team. That might be something we discuss. But I tell you what, this is kind of a celebration, so why don't we have the school board be our first customers, okay? Go ahead, and you can give them a snack. Go ahead, buddy.
They have to feel like
I would love to buy
tune
a
has
pint
changed.
bar.
I don't have any money. Oh,
I will gladly buy it from you, gentlemen.
And then you shake hands, too, as soon as you...
let's see. I think I'll go with one of those bars as well. All right?
You can be the handshake.
Thank you very much.
What's on, yeah, I know, what's on the second Michael, you're right. What's on? Do you have like Cheetos? You don't have them?
Help them get started.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna take.
Way to go.
That was awesome.
Ooh, Cheetos. I like Kind bars. I buy them a lot.
Thank you, guys, thank you. Come back and tell us how it went.
Yes.
Okay?
It's my turn.
What would you like?
I think I would like something that has nuts.
Oh, good job, guys.
I think that is a super
You
great
guys
choice. And look
are
at,
awesome.
I'm making a donation to your snack cart fund. Thank you, Angela. Woo! Thanks, Junior. Thanks, Michael.
I see your,
Thank
I see your
you.
badges.
Junior, thank you.
Name tag. They're pretty nice. Good job. I would like one of those blue Kind bars, please. And I'm gonna give you an IOU.
Oh, you got bubbly? I'll take a bubbly.
Angelo,
Oh, great job.
I think I'll take the blue Kind bar too.
thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
I know it, me too.
What would you pick if you were me?
Right?
What do you think would be the healthiest? Do either one not have sugar? Because I'm allergic to sugar. Huh? None of them have sugar.
None of them. Look at that.
Thanks, Junior.
Thank you.
Michael,
Michael, are we going to shake?
I want to
No,
contribute
you're
too.
not Michael. You're Angelo.
All right, thank you, school board.
Yes, thank you, guys.
Round of Cheetos. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. Yep.
Congratulations on your new jobs.
Whatever, that's perfect. Thank you so much.
So much. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Angela, you want to roll it out? And then we can go on.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good night. So cute.
A resume builder.
That was the best, yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking
And too bad,
snack cart at every
I think we should.
Vote donuts next time.
I vote spaghetti, whoever said spaghetti.
This is a great idea.
Thank you, Michael.
See you later.
Night.
And too bad today wasn't Tuesday, because then I could say 2 for Tuesday. But we do have a second quality in action with the local PTAs from, are they both from just Kaposia? Great, yay.
Terry is
Yeah, I didn't know if you
in for a minute, so can I just give them a shout out just as we're leading in? So
Absolutely.
we invited the PTA from Kaposia in tonight. We knew the students were coming, but we said you're doing such great work for all the kids and families in the community. We want to give them a few minutes of airtime too. So take it away.
Great, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
don't want to follow that act.
Yeah, that was, that's a tough one. My name's Amy Wardell. I have a 5th grader at Kaposia.
And I'm Danette Childs. I have a 1st and a 3rd grader at Kaposia.
So we were just asked to come and share some of the really awesome things that are happening with our PTA, because I know with having 2 schools, you kind of never know what's going on at both of our schools. So we just wanted to share what we're doing. So what we do, we really support building relationships between families and staff, parents and other parents, families and the community partners, and then also the school and community partners, trying to be that liaison to build those relationships. What we have done in the past few years contributed to the school playground, as you all hopefully have seen, the really nice new playground that our kids love to play on. Supported additional supplies to the media center, specifically makerspace materials, and supported community activities such as On the Road Again. We had a booth there this past On the Road Again. And what we continue to do on a regular basis every year, We support individual classrooms. Teachers have the opportunity to buy additional supplemental supplies as needed, and we support any teacher that would like some of those additional supplemental supplies. Field trips expenses, when we can go on field trips. We match the students' Peacemaker Drive donations, so they're getting ready to do their coin drive coming up, and we will match up to $500 of
Wow.
their Peacemaker
Fantastic. Wow.
coin drive. Sorry. We contribute to the Scholarship Foundation for the Kaposia graduate. Go ahead. I just get so excited.
So there's a Kaposia Educational Foundation scholarship, and we contribute to that for one of the Kaposia graduates for the year. Every year we do an Apex Fund Run, and that helps us get money for all of the events that we do. The Apex is a run that the students do, and they earn pledges for their classrooms. Do you know any more
They
about
earn
that?
pledges based on how many laps they run.
Yeah.
And then that money goes through the PTA, and then we support all the other
Yes.
various activities.
Last year we got a little creative and did the Apex remix instead of the fund run, so that way we didn't have to commingle.
Yes. We also really work to find additional volunteers to support our schools, such as for band concerts or concerts when we have them, school picture days, anything that is a request for a volunteer. We try to find additional parents and family members. And one of the ways that we have actually been doing that is through our Facebook group. So if you haven't liked our Facebook page, it's Kaposia PTA, and it's been a really nice way to get additional parents into the school to help volunteer. And then, did you want to finish?
Yep, and then we also do the yearbook every year. So we're in the classrooms taking pictures, and we have the teachers take pictures for us, and we put together and sell the yearbook. It used to be a fundraiser, I believe, but now we just sell them at cost so we can make it more affordable for our families. So the ways that we get money, other than the fundraisers that we do, we also do some refunding, which is like the box tops for education, loaves for learning, and Amazon Smile we recently started doing. And Amazon Smile is an easy one because the percentage of your purchases on Amazon just goes to us. Once you put Kaposia PTA as your charity of choice, then every time you shop, we get a percentage. So that's a good one. And Box Tops has also started doing it as an app, so you don't have to clip anymore. You just scan your receipt and upload it, and then they'll refund us that way.
Yeah, so we're always looking for ways, like I said, to get parents involved at Kaposia, and we welcome anybody that's interested. But like I said, we have our PTA Facebook page. We also have a email, kaposiapta@gmail.com, if anybody has any additional questions. And our next meeting is January 3rd at 7 p.m. We are doing all online meetings this year just to support the pandemic. So if you would like the Zoom link, if you just send us an email, we'd be more than happy to share the link with anybody that wants to come.
And we have quite a few parents, like Amy, that are graduating out next year. So we're in need of volunteers and people. We have some key board positions that we need to fill next year. We need to get a president and a treasurer. And those are people we'd want to start filling now so that they have a year of training under their belt before they get put into the role.
Yes. Does anybody have any questions about the PTA?
Dr. Webb?
Yeah, so mine is more of a comment than a question. Some of the things that, I mean, they have an incredible list of contributions that they have for our school community. What I get to see as superintendent is I can show up in the middle of lunch, and they've got a popcorn maker going to try to do rewards for the grade level that had the best behavior in the month of January. And they'll be working for hours filling bags of popcorn as a positive incentive in our PBIS program. And they're helping to really turn behavior around. We have not had, in the start of this year, one student suspension in 3 months at that elementary school in Kaposia, which is amazing. It says that their systems are working, their kids are behaving well, the staff's working well, and the PTA is really supporting the staff. So just want to say thank you for all the extra that you do and contributing to the mission and vision of our district. So thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Webb. And just a shout out to the Peacemaker organization too, because they have worked and donated to the golf tournament that happens in the summer as well. We do have a peace guide that's working in our school once again. They've been there now for the past 2 weeks. This is something that we haven't had the past few years. And so we have 3 days a week a peace guide who works with kids on kind of first level behaviors, friendship issues, so things don't grow, conflict resolution. And they have really, the PTA has really partnered with Peacemaker to help that happen too. So I want to thank them. And I want to thank Danette and Amy too, who had stepped up. I think everybody might have stepped back at the meeting virtually, and they were still standing there. And a special shout out to Jenny Koch too, who has been our president and over, and she has done a really nice job in a very quiet, silent way. And that's what the PTA is. They're quiet, silent leaders that really get it done. So I want to just publicly thank these two and the rest of the team. And we had like 24 people on our first Zoom meeting or something like that. Wow. PTAs generally, I mean, it gets down to really a few and mighty. But we had more interest this year, and maybe it's Zoom, maybe it's these guys reaching out, I don't know. But every positive word out there in the community helps. So thanks for doing what you do.
Yay.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming. Moving on to not as exciting news.
Is that a dig at Dave?
Oh no, I thought it was me next.
No, it is you next.
It is you next. I'm giving a hard time.
Oh, that's so funny. There were no public listening sessions submitted this week, so we are on to Dr. Webb, who does have exciting news with highlights from around the district. Thank you.
Between that comment and the postage stamp I got from the Lions last week, you know, it's been quite a week. We have just a bunch of wonderful things here to share. And am I in display mode?
Page down.
Page down. Yeah. Okay. So tonight we just have a number of great things happening around the district we want to give another shout out to. And just as a reminder again, the amazing PTAs in our schools really are helping at every site to make life better for all of our kids. And that's our whole focus for this year. And we want to make sure that the kids coming in just have a really good ride throughout the year. And so the TLC that you can do with relatively small things like trying to do the B-Bucks in our elementary schools, to win music during lunchtime as a reward goes a long way for kids. So small things make a big difference. Here's our take-home COVID tests. We have the PCR saliva tests, the rapid nasal swab tests also for students only, but we now have those available for students and staff. So if you want a quick way to find out if you want to get tested, you can take this kit home and do that with your family and get that submitted. We have the full information about how that works on our website and that link that you see below. And just feel free to go to our website anytime if you want more information. We're going to continue to remind you in the upcoming weeks about our educational benefits. It's an important thing that doesn't get enough airtime, but it's a way for parents to make a dramatic difference in funding for our school district. If you are able, as a parent, to get on to our website, go on to the link that's down below again on this presentation, you can qualify as a family for a variety of discounts throughout the metro, and your approved application will bring additional revenue to your kids' classrooms and teachers and schools. So you're going to hear more and more about that. We'll continue to do outreach in the months ahead. Many of our families have already completed this. If you haven't yet, we still have another month or so to get this completed, and we'll continue to ramp up communication over the course of this next month. FAFSA. If you have a student that's thinking about a post-secondary option, like a 2-year or 4-year college option, there's a form, a federal government form, that all colleges use to ask you to fill this out so they can determine your need for financial aid. We know that that form is intimidating for a lot of families. It was for our family, and I'm superintendent. So you have to fill out the FAFSA, and you have, as a father with 4 kids, we had to do it 4 times. So and every time it gets a little bit nerve-wracking. We wanted to just make sure that we're holding hands of, especially new parents with a potential recent grad, on doing it together, working with you together, getting you all the information ahead of time on what to bring to the meeting. And then we'll take you step by step and walk you through that in-person FAFSA night, 6 to 8 p.m. here at the high school on November 12th. So, more to come. Just wanted to give that a shout out again tonight. We are soon going to be lifting off with boys basketball, girls basketball, dance team, gymnastics, boys hockey, girls hockey, boys swimming and diving, and wrestling. It's going to shape up to be a real wonderful winter sports and activity season, and we wanted to give them a shout out. The registration is happening right now, so you can go to that link again to get signed up with your child in our activities right now. Activities are running strong at our school. Our theater performance is coming up this coming weekend. It's called Something Rotten. It's really, there's a rotten thief that takes place and is trying to steal what they think is the best of Shakespeare, but they get it all botched. It goes rotten, and it's a great play, and hope you can join us on November 12th, 13th, and 14th. A great picture of our youth gymnastics. We are excited at Central Square to be kicking off youth gymnastics. Jean Zender, our community ed director, and her team and others have been working hard to get this program up and running, and they are set. The classes are now open for registration, and we wanted to give that a shout out tonight. We have a few more highlights from around our district. We had our very first state qualifier in boys cross country in 20 years. So Evan Hansen, son of Rick Hansen, way to go, Evan, getting 48th out of 160 at the St. Olaf course. So you can kind of see one of the St. Olaf buildings there in the background. A great day, a great course, and just a shout out to our entire cross-country team, Evan, and the coaches as well. We had a listening session with our Kaposia administrators, and we had 5th graders come in for lunch to hear how they think their student experience is going at Kaposia. Again, I mentioned that's our theme for this year, is improving the student experience, and you should be listening if you want to improve it, so way to go to Kaposia.
That's awesome.
Our middle school science had a great baking soda and vinegar experiment, and you can see the kids huddled around there in 6th grade. We had Eli included a book reading with our special education teacher, Ms. Jansen, about a little boy with Down syndrome and inclusion with the classroom, so we wanted to give them a shout out as well. We have a number of upcoming calendar events. On November 11th, Elementary and Middle School Family Connection Day is on the 11th. The 12th, there's no school for students. We have district PD that day. So Dr. Schmidt's here in the back. I think they have 20 different staff presenting PD to staff alone on that day, like 20 different breakout sessions. There could be 40 staff presenting. So they have it humming, and an amazing day planned on the 12th. And then we have Thanksgiving break on the 24th through 26th. We'll go back to you.
Great. Thank you so much for that.
Can we just say what PD stands for?
Oh, yes, sorry. It's
For
all that
families?
educationese.
Yeah.
That professional development
Okay, thanks.
is PD, professional development for our staff and staff training. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Great. So next, I'm looking for a motion to approve the consent item on tonight's agenda, which include the financial claims, bills payable, and staffing as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second?
Thanks, Chris. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And that motion carries. And you can see there is not a single policy for review tonight. We can move on to our business items. And you'll see that there are many, many items for approval tonight. After 20 months of the pandemic, the board is recommending the approval for a one-time $500 stipend, longevity and retention stipend for the 2021 and 2022 school year for our absolutely amazing South St. Paul employees. The reason why there are so many is because we have to approve all of the groups. And as you know, there is a labor shortage, and that goes for our schools too. We're having a really difficult time finding folks to fill all of these really hard spots. So we as a board really wanted to make sure that we were giving this stipend just as a small gesture to show that we value all of our South St. Paul employees. So we can get started. Lisa, will you read the No, I need to.
We're going to begin first with the general obligation bonds. And so we have Jody Zespa here first, and then we have your long list of the $500.
Right. I went a little out of order, of course.
No, it's just fine. So we have some really good news for our community tonight, like $1.7 million worth of good news. So Jody is here from Ellers to walk us through our bond refunding.
Yeah, so good news for a lot of South St. Paul tonight. Thanks, Jody.
That's right. Good evening. So great news for the employees, great news for the community with this bond refunding sale. So we took bids this morning. We talked about this at your October 11th meeting, and we were hoping to get a rate that was just a little above 1%, and we got a rate that is below 1%. So very exciting to see those results. I'll walk through the report that we have prepared.
Want me to go when you just talk?
Oh, I can. Oh, I'm just going to use your little pad there.
It's okay.
Perfect.
Someday I'll get it in order.
Don't worry. You're doing great.
Okay, so you'll see that we received 6 bids this morning, and JP Morgan out of New York was the low bidder. And you'll see that the low bid was a 0.82%. The high bid was still under 1% at a 0.91, basically. So you'll see a summary of the sale results there, and then I will scroll to some notes which provide a little bit more information. So as I mentioned last month when we were putting together the estimates for the sale, we were expecting a rate of about 1.16. So because we achieved that lower rate at a 0.82%, rather than saving about $1.6 million, we are saving $1.8 million for your taxpayers. Like a refunding on your home mortgage, this is savings that you're locking into right now, but you're not able to keep it for your school district budget. So it is required to be passed on to your taxpayers in the form of reductions in future debt service levies. So they will see those reductions over time.
And Jody, could I add one piece of color
course.
commentary? So just if taxpayers can think back to the bond referendum that we had in 2013 to build on additions into nearly every site in the district. We are now refunding and refinancing, really, these bonds from 2013 at a lower rate for our community. So that's what we're talking about tonight.
Yeah, so when those bonds were issued, and when the voters approved those bonds, we actually issued those in 2 different issues. So we had an issue in 2013 and an issue in 2014. The issue from 2013 has a call date of February 1st of 2022. So we're now able to move forward with a tax-exempt refunding of those bonds, and we'll be able to do that again with the second bond issue that was part of that voter-approved authorization. I think it was May 21st. It's my mother's birthday, so I was looking back on that. And I thought, oh, I bet that was a fun day then, too. So we will move forward with the refunding of the second bond issue by next fall. So likely right around the same time next year to achieve savings for the taxpayers on that second issue that was issued under that authority. So that will be exciting to see the results from that also. But from this particular bond issue, we do have about $1.8 million in savings. And we will close on this bond issue on December 2nd. So you'll have the proceeds for about 60 days before the call date, and we need to notice the existing bondholders and that sort of thing. So that's why we're selling them at this time, plus the great rates that are available right now in the market. So we did go through some financial schedules when we presented the information to you in October, so we can go through the information related to the results now. And this first document that was included with your board report tonight is the bids that we received. So you can see J.P. Morgan was a low bidder at that 0.81%, but South St. Paul attracted bidders from throughout the country. So the second lowest bidder was Hilltop Securities out of Dallas, Texas, a very close bid to your low bidder at 0.84%. FHN Financial Markets out of Memphis, Tennessee at 0.84%. Also, KeyBank out of Cleveland, Ohio at about a 0.88% rate. And then Baird out of New Jersey at about 0.89, and then, as I mentioned, Piper Sandler at 0.91, basically. So nice low bids from, like I mentioned, throughout the country. We like to always see 3 bids, so we get excited when we get more than 3 bids, and we got 6. So that was great to see that level of interest in your bonds also. And then we have the financial schedules, the same financial schedules that we talked about last month, but now are updated for the results. So this is the sources and uses schedule, and most importantly, we need $14,685,000 even to call the bonds on the February 1st, 2022 call date. So that's the magic number on that schedule. And then we had your existing bond schedule, so that hasn't changed at all since we talked about this information on October 11th. The new debt service schedule, and then the schedule showing the savings. So I think nice to see that level of savings, and in terms of the benefit that you received as a portion of the refunding bonds, it was at a level of 10.35%. So pretty nice to see that amount. And then the remaining information that's included in your report is the detailed credit rating opinion from Standard & Poor's. And Dave and Brady participated in a call with Standard & Poor's and provided a lot of follow-up information, and were able to get that nice high AA- rating affirmed. The Standard & Poor's also assigns a second rating to you because you participate in the State Credit Enhancement Program, and the rating that they assign under that program is the AAA rating, which is the highest rating they assign. So those ratings really, in addition to all of the information that was provided by the district and everything that was looked at, really allowed you to get those great bids that you received today and that nice low interest rate.
Could I ask you to just, in one, kind of the summary, 1 minute, what does it mean for our community over the next 7 years?
So the savings of $1.8 million will be passed on then to your taxpayers over the next 7 years.
Wow.
So very exciting to see that.
Yay.
Yes, it is.
So it's a huge amount. I mean, much bigger than we were expecting. So we were watching rates go up just a little bit, and Dave's like, oh, I think I've seen rates going up a little bit, Jody. And I said, just a little bit. They're still nice and low, but last week they came back down. So really perfect timing to be in the market this morning.
Yeah, great. Thank you for your patience, both of you.
Can we give Jody and our finance consultant a round of applause? Thank you.
Great job.
Yes, we very much appreciate the ability to serve you and to have such great results once again. It seems like we always do very well, and it's great to work with you guys, and we are just so pleased with the results. So
Wonderful.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jody.
Great. And Lisa, I need a motion to approve, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Motion to approve the resolution for awarding the sale of the general obligation refunding bonds. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Great, thank you. A second?
Second.
Lisa, will you read the resolution?
I will. It's a resolution awarding the sale of general obligation refunding bonds, Series 2021A, in the original aggregate principal amount of $12,610,000, fixing their form and specifications, directing their execution and delivery, and providing for their payment.
Great. Thanks, Lisa. And board members, any discussion? Except for another thank you. Thank you, Jody.
Welcome.
And Lisa, will you call the roll?
Inspector Felton?
Yes.
Inspector Walker?
Yes.
Inspector Raj?
Yes.
Inspector Weber?
Yes.
Inspector Lalaberty?
Yes.
Inspector Arndt?
Yes.
Chair Diaz?
Yes.
That's 7 yeas.
The motion carries. Thank you.
Very good.
Great, thank you again.
Appreciate it.
Jody, take care.
All right. And we have a series of approval for the one-time $500 longevity and retention stipend.
First, we have the agreement, B.
Oh, I keep on skipping this step because I really want to get to that $500 stipend for everybody. I'm so excited. But first, we have the approval for the South St. Paul School Board to approve the agreement with the South St. Paul Teachers Association for local number 861 for the contract period of July 1, 2021 to June 30th, 2023. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Great, thanks. A second?
Second.
Wonderful. Do we have to take a roll call, Lisa?
No.
No?
Just any
All right.
discussion?
And any discussion? Thank you.
All in favor?
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great, and that motion carries. Whew, we're finally to the part that I've been pushing all night.
There's
No,
really
one more.
One more.
He is anxious.
You
He is-
just make my day.
This way.
Number C.
Thank you, letter C, Wendy. All right, so, do I have a motion to approve for the school board to approve the agreement with the South St. Paul principals for the agreement period of July 1, 2021 to June 30th, 2023?
So moved.
Thank you. A second?
Second.
Wonderful. Any discussion? Great. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Great. That motion carries.
Okay, now you go.
Now,
Now.
Anticlimactic.
right? Shucks. Do I have a motion to approve for the South St. Paul School Board to approve the teacher memorandum of agreement for a one-time longevity and retention stipend for the 2021-2022 school year?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Wonderful. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Wonderful, and that carries. Looking for a motion to approve the South St. Paul School Board to approve the Office and Professionals Memorandum of Agreement for a one-time longevity and retention stipend for the 2021-2022 school year.
So moved.
Great.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Looking for a motion to approve the South St. Paul School Board to approve the Custodial and Maintenance Memorandum of Agreement for a one-time longevity and retention stipend for the 2021-22 school year.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great, and that motion carries. Looking for a motion to approve the South St. Paul School Board to approve the resolution for a one-time longevity and retention stipend for independent group employees for the 2021-2022 school year.
So moved.
Thanks.
Second.
Wonderful. Discussion?
If I could
All
just
those-
maybe remind the community, so in that independent group is anyone from food service to tech staff to directors and beyond. So it's a big group of over 100 people, so thank you.
Good reminder. All those in favor?
No, it's the resolution.
We need a resolution.
Resolution?
It's a roll call.
Roll call, Lisa. Thanks.
Inspector Lalaberty.
Yes.
Inspector Arndt.
Yes.
Inspector Felton.
Yes.
Inspector Walker.
Yes.
Inspector Roche.
Yes.
Inspector Weber.
Yes.
Chair Diaz.
Yes,
That's 7 yeas.
that motion carries.
Next one's a resolution too, Linda.
Thank you, Wendy. It takes a village to rein me in. Do I have a motion to approve the resolution for a one-time retention stipend for the superintendent for the 21-22 school year?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Great, thank you. Any discussion?
I'm gonna read the resolution.
Oh, and Lisa, can you read the resolution? She wasn't ready either.
It's the resolution for a one-time retention stipend for superintendent for 2021-22 school year, whereas the COVID-19 pandemic has caused staffing shortages, and the district would like to offer retention incentives to respond to and address to this problem. Be it resolved by the School Board of Special School District Number 6 that the superintendent receive a one-time retention stipend in the amount of $500 for the 2021-22 school year based on the criteria outlined in the resolution.
Great, thank you so much. Board members, any discussion?
I just want to again give a shout out to all of our staff for continuing to serve our kids in our community and thank them for their service for everything we're doing. And it is also very obvious that a lot has been accomplished in the last 2 weeks, and a really big shout out to Kathy Miller for helping facilitate this.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Here.
Well said.
Bravo for everybody. Lisa, will you please call the roll?
Inspector Weber.
Yes.
Inspector Lalaberty.
Yes.
Inspector Arndt.
Yes.
Inspector Felton.
Yes.
Inspector Walker.
Yes.
Inspector Roche.
Yes.
Chair Diaz.
Big yes.
That's 7 yeas.
Great, and that motion carries. Thank you so much for that. Thanks for your patience as well. We are moving on now to our board members' reports, committee updates, and where you have seen a passion. And we will start with the world traveler down there at the end, Wendy.
Not a world traveler, U.S. traveler. I just want to put a shout out and a thanks to all of the residents, children, families that stopped and visit us board members on Halloween night as we handed out various items to you. Thank you for coming. It was fun. The kids are always so encouraging and enjoyable and love their costumes. So thanks to everyone who participated in the Halloween event. And also as a reminder, the gala, I know Dr. Webb mentioned it earlier, it's coming up on November 18th at Southview Country Club. If you're interested in a ticket, they can be gotten at the Education Foundation office right here on Marie Avenue. And also I'm looking forward to this weekend. The theater department is doing their fall musical, Something Rotten is the name of it. It's Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday afternoon. There's more information regarding tickets on the district website. Hopefully, we'll get a lot of support, because personally, musicals are my #1 favorite, so I'm always looking forward to it, so thank you.
John.
All right. I too am looking forward to Something Rotten and our theater production. So that could be a theme for the night. But last week I got to attend the cross-country banquet run by our coaches, Bakken and Ramirez, and they did such a wonderful job celebrating the athletes. And also the night before, Evan Hansen went off to his run at state, and that was really exciting. But I was also really struck by one of the things that makes our district so incredibly special is the size of our district allows students to try things they've never done before. I was really struck by how many of those athletes were first-time runners on cross-country this year. And that is always said across all of our activities in sports, the ability to just sort of try, that sometimes you would not get that similar experience in a large district. And I just think that's one of the things that we do really well and sometimes is forgotten.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nikki.
Well said. I don't really have anything tonight.
Okay.
I do just a committee update. We have our finance committee meeting next Wednesday, and did we settle on a date, Lisa, for our communication?
I believe it's going to be this Thursday. I think that was the date.
Next Thursday?
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
Is it the 11th?
Yes, this Thursday.
Yes,
So
I just
the
didn't get a chance to get the
community,
confirmation on.
Engagement Committee will be meeting
Yes.
on Thursday.
Great. All right. And Bill?
I don't have anything, but I do have a question for anybody who has the answer. I read about the meals that are contributed by the restaurants in the city to Central Square for people to take home. Does anybody have more information on that we could share with the community?
Yeah, so the meals arrive on Monday, from what I'm hearing, and they have a pickup time, and I believe it's on our website, where people can go and under Central Square can find out the exact pickup time, but I think it's about lunchtime.
It's after 2 o'clock.
After 2 o'clock on Mondays, and it should all be right on our website. If you are not savvy with the website, feel free to just call our school district, and we'll connect you with Community Ed. So thanks.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Monica?
Couple things. One, I also attended the Halloween festivities that were in downtown, and it was so much fun. And we gave out these snazzy bracelets that you will be seeing modeled throughout the whole community. We had, I think the adults were more excited about the bracelets than the kids. But hey, Halloween is for everyone, and so we want everyone to be able to like sport a Packer Pride bracelets. Along with Halloween and daylight savings, it's getting dark sooner, so I would just like to remind everyone to watch out for, all people, but especially, the smaller members of our community, crossing roads maybe in the morning, maybe in the afternoon, as, the season of getting dark at 4:30 has descended upon us. So just wanted to make that note. And also, again, wanted to give a shout out to my neighbor, Evan Hansen, for his spectacular performance at the cross-country tournament. It was fun. My husband ran cross-country, and I was reading the times to him, and he was like, better than I did when I was in high school cross-country, so that was exciting. And then on a personal note, side note to my home high school where I graduated from, the Staples Motley girls cross-country won the cross-country tournament in single A. So that was very exciting.
Thank you. Chris?
What's the team name of Staples Motley?
The Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Oh.
Very conservative. Well, congratulations to them. I wrote down something rotten, but that's been covered very well by everyone else.
Everybody's going.
Yeah, but I will be going Friday night, and I'm also looking forward to the winter activities. It's going to be nice. There were a lot of them that we just were blocked from going to last year, and it'll be nice to be getting back to doing all those in the cold winter. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So that's what I have.
Great. And I do have an item that I missed on the agenda. Again, it takes a village. So I just wanted to give the community an update on our superintendent search. The board had a really informative presentation put on by the Minnesota School Board Association that really outlined all of our steps that a school board needs to take when they're looking for a new superintendent. And in that process, we've requested and received 2 proposals from different agencies, which the board will be reviewing and then making a decision on as we go with finding a firm that will be our consultant and helping us along the way. So more to come with that. And I, too, was at Halloween. John, you were there. I know you didn't mention it. It was so much fun. I was the loud one. Shouting on the corner.
Just because I wasn't there, Linda.
Right? That's true, yeah, I was
Take
taking your
advantage.
spot. Taking your spot. Again, so much fun, and echo what everybody else says. And thank you to all the South St. Paul employees, and it really is, a small gesture, but we wanted you to know how much we appreciate all that you do. So if there is nothing else, we can adjourn the meeting. Let me make sure I'm doing it correctly. I'll now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Wonderful. Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries, and the November 8th, 2021 meeting is adjourned.